Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for all tuning in. Today is Thursday, December 30th, 2021. Just a few more days left of the year. Can't believe it's gone by so quick. 56 degrees in Phoenix, sunny. And today's question of the day is, do we walk in the fruit of the Spirit? Do we try to do things in our own strength? Do we try to live up to the law and are we disappointed when we fail? We can't do things in our own strength. Do we listen to good sermons, gospel gold, and keep them all to ourselves, not to be shared with anybody? Do we yield to the Lord and let Him do His perfect work in us? Or do we grow wild and need to be pruned, cut back, tamed, treated, and trimmed? Usually against our own liking, right? Well, take a listen. Tony Evans has a few minutes to speak on this subject. Leave a comment. Join us daily. Hit subscribe. And we thank you for joining us daily in that. Here we go. Ready?
Fruit does not make itself fruit. Let's talk about fruit. Three things about fruit. Number one, fruit is always visible. You've never seen invisible fruit. Okay? So you know when you see an apple or an orange or a pear, but it's not only visible, it's recognizable. In other words, fruit always bears the character of the tree of which it is a part. In other words, apple trees don't produce oranges, orange trees don't produce pears. The fruit reflects the nature of the tree.
John
But let me tell you
15:7.
something else about fruit.
If you
Fruit
abide
is
in me.
also beneficial. In other words, somebody else wants to take a bite out of it. You don't see fruit eating itself. That is, unless it's rotten.
Keeping
When
sermons to
fruit
yourself.
eats on itself, something wrong with it.
Yep.
Fruit exists so that somebody else can bite it.
Yes.
It exists for the benefit of another.
Mm-hmm.
The rotten deeds of verse 19, they're rotten because they are self-generated.
Galatians 5.
And you wind up eating you.
Yeah.
Fruit is not like that. Grapes don't grunt and groan to become grapey. Apples don't grunt and groan to become appley. That ain't a word, but you got the idea. Oranges don't grunt and groan to become orangey. They don't grow. You know what they do? They simply let the tree do its thing. Mm-hmm. And the tree produces the fruit.
Yes.
It becomes a natural outgrowth of it being tied to that particular tree. You don't force a fruit tree to produce fruit. You just plant the fruit tree in the right environment, and fruit is what it does. It's just what it does.
It yields to
Have you ever seen a fish out of water flopping? You know, it's just wiggling and jumping. Because if it's out of water, it's out of where it's supposed to be.
Yep. And we often.
So it's trying to move. It's trying to get somewhere, but it can't go where it's trying to get because it's not in the environment it was made to be in.
Exactly.
So it's flopping and twisting and flipping and doing all this stuff, but absolutely going nowhere. Why? Because it's trying to be fishy in a non-water environment, and it wasn't created for that.
Amen.
So no matter how.
And that's what we often do. We try to be out of our element. Yet the Lord puts us in a particular place. Do we flourish or do we fight and struggle? Those are questions to ask yourself. I hope this question of the day helped you. Please hit comment and below and join us daily. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend. Thanks for joining us. God bless your day.